This has gotta be Yen's room. She always did like space. And luxury. Tessia de Vries, the poisoned source. Still turns to it for inspiration. Her megascope? Guess she never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said, megascopes and toothbrushes. Deeply personal possessions. No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a galleon. As usual, black and white. The stuffed unicorn. She fixed it. Glamour. Scent of lilac and gooseberries, even with the lid on. Taste hasn't changed.
You!
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
Oh! Sorry. Not worth shite if a weak arm swinging at it.
The lift got stuck yesterday. Kjeld hung there half a day before they got him down.
Got me.
Bran was a great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You speak as though you have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
Introduce me?
This is my friend Geralt, and this is Birna, widow of the dear departed Bran.
The Queen Mother. It's a pleasure to meet you, Geralt. You must forgive me, but on a day like today, I'm afraid I cannot indulge in my penchant for long conversations.
Lovely outfit. You look dashing.
Thank you. You're dazzling.
You know I really missed your candidness. I'm glad we're here together.
Don't like funerals. Don't like feasts.
I know. You also dislike underdone meat and being teleported. But sometimes we must overcome our disgusts and prevail.
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Krach wants, but when we meet with him, we should have clear minds.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Do you plan to compliment me all evening?
I plan to tell you what I think.
Got me eye on you.
So, what have you brought for the farewell feast?
Bread, sheep's milk cheese.
Geralt, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Misplaced
Your beard. Why did you decide to grow it out?
Don't really know.
Must say it suits you.
Lady Yennefer. Sir.
Greetings, Arnvald. My companion is Geralt of Rivia.
I am honored.
Nice to meet you too. Quite a few guests.
They come to bid their king farewell. They come to see the claimants to the crown.
We wanted to talk to Croc on Craite.
The Jarl will join us shortly. He's assigned you a place of honor at the table just beside his daughter Cerys. Follow me, please.
They've seated us here.
I asked them to. Wanted to meet the notorious witcher Geralt.
We've met. Don't remember?
That was ages ago. Hjalmar and I were children when you last visited Orda. But you should meet your feast mates. Allow me the dubious honor. That's Halbjorn, son of Holger Blackhand. Blue boy Lugos, Madman Lugos' firstborn. And choking down a stockfish over there is Otrygg on Hindar.
Seems they set us with the sons of Jarls, exclusively.
Cerys on Craite is the daughter of a Jarl, Geralt. Jarl's daughters are in no way inferior to their sons.
Do you know every last one of them dreams of being Bran's successor? Look at him. Likely lot.
Cerys is jealous, for the one among us who performs the greatest feat will be crowned king.
We all know the feats are a sideshow. Our fathers will choose who will wear the crown. What do you think they spoke to Craite about?
You talk like that because you're short of strength and skill. Remember when Hjalmar challenged us all to a race up the mount? You didn't stand with us then. As he buried his axe in that stump at the top to mark his victory, you were warming your chicken bones by the fire.
Had my reasons for not participating. But I would have won then, as I'd win now.
Now that you mention him, just noticed Hjalmar's not here.
My brother walks his own paths. But about the race, why don't we repeat it? I'm willing to challenge any of you, Witcher included. If I beat him to the top, venture to say that'd be a feat, eh? So you in?
If the Witcher's in.
Geralt?
Gladly. What are the rules?
Whoever pulls Hjalmar's axe from the stump at the top of the hill wins. Stray off the path and you lose.
And here I was, ready to puke from all the boredom. Let's go! We're here. From this spot, you must reach the top of that mount. At the summit, you'll see the stump of an oak. Hjalmar's axe buried in it. Whoever pulls the axe from the stump first, wins.
I'm ready.
You'll start when I sound the horn.
won, but only by a hair.
No such thing. There's winning and there's losing, and I lost. We best go back to the week.
Let's. See the wakes in full swing.
Lost sight of yous. Who won?
I lost.
Lost to a witcher, Sparrowhawk. That'd likely happen to any of us. Enough of the nattering, let's drink.
Can't today, for good reason, believe me.
But if not today, then when?
You've been great company. Sadly, it's time we moved on.
Really?
Indeed. We must talk, but not here. You shall learn all beyond that door.
What do you know?
My Godden died a hero's death. Faced 3 black ones alone. They'd cut off his arm with a shield.
Ah! Holger slit his own throat. Wouldn't let himself be took prisoner.
I couldn't help overhearing. Fate was unkind to your menfolk.
Widow's Isles. That's what Skellige is.
To you Continentals, war started a half-year back. We've been fighting Nilfgaard for years now.
And we're not like to ever stop.
Your husbands died glorious deaths.
Oh, aye. Gotten captained a longship, near 3 dozen men aboard. Raided half a dozen Nilfgaardian villages, filled his hull with captives. On the return, they came across a black fleet, 3 galleons. But our men did not flee. Instead, they drew close and boarded. Gotten chopped off an Imperial captain's head. Then they backed him against the rails. He died with a war cry on his lips.
My Holger was a scout. Snuck into the enemy's camp. Hounds sniffed him out. When the black ones surrounded him, he slit his own throat, refused to let them question him.
Crach's sure to see that you're cared for.
Women don't need men to care for them.
The sorceress speaks true. We take care of ourselves. War and death are twin sisters. We've long known both.
No one mourns here. Tears we replace with vengeance. The women of Skellige are fertile, and we birth no cowards.
Farewell. May your sons make port as many times as they sail out.
As the gods will it, so shall it be.
Must say I like the women of Skellige. It's as if each one would make a good sorceress.
Can't think of a single sorceress from Skellige, let alone a famous one.
Litternaid, known also as Coral. Don't you remember?
Do you have no shame?
Shame? Why would I?
The Queen should join her king on his last journey.
Sure, the goddess
Tradition
favors her.
demands it. Ask me the brat.
Geralt, this is Holger Blackhand, Birna, Brand's widow, and our hostess today. You've already met.
Widow. A widow's duty is to lie beside her husband.
A widow's duty is to care for the king's son.
Not by our customs, it ain't.
Your customs are barbarous.
A custom that demands widows burn themselves alive? Too harsh.
Foreigners.
Holger, perhaps you'd like to show us the meaning of courage? Walk willingly into flames? I'm sure we can scrape together some wood.
Calling me a coward?
Calm yourself, Holger. You speak to a widow at her husband's wake.
Heard a lot of good things about Bran.
I will miss him sorely. I was not his first wife, but I bore him his firstborn son and saw him off on his final journey. We lived a great many years together.
Let's move on, Yen.
High time we did as well. Come, Svanrige.
Byrne is a scheming whore. refuses to admit her reign's ended. Bran knew how to keep her in line. Let's drink to his memory.
Bran, a great king, a great man.
May our next king be his equal.
Geralt.
All right, let's go.
Aye?
How are things on Pharaoh?
There as always. It's pissing buckets and fucking freezing.
See, you're bursting with pride.
No use couldn't see the ship with honey. Pharaoh is a rock overgrown with pines, but we've no need for more.
Can't eat pine wood.
But use it to build a longship, and you'll eat your fill of what others have grown and bred, after you've taken their wenches and their gold, burned their homes to the ground. That's how Clan Dimon lives.
Farewell.
Fancy trying to hunt one? Yes. Just don't. What did you say at the feast, Cerys?
The gods are not kind, Our isles are in for hard times.
What's that mean? The Isles are in for hard times. Speak clear.
The heart was deformed. An ill omen always.
An ill omen for me as well. Hear me. What'll become of me?
Fear not, Jarl. I'll not let you perish. I assure you. You need only follow my counsel.
I present to you Geralt of Rivia. Geralt, this is Udalryk, Jarl of the Brockfer clan, from Speakerog, and his advisor Hjort.
The White Wolf.
Greetings.
Gotta say, never really believed in omens and auguries.
One's belief, or lack thereof, makes no difference.
Tell him what awaits him. What you told me.
Your fates will intertwine. Yours and Udalryk's. You will walk in darkness. Before you, fire and shadow.
Hear that, Geralt? Everything clear now?
Didn't plan to visit Speakerog.
Man is not the master of his fate.
Thanks for the prediction.
You do not believe now, but you will yet remember my words.
If you don't mind, Yen, I'd like to ask about us. What's the future hold in store?
The one you seek, you will find, and then she will die.
So I won't meet a tall, dark stranger? I shall have to content myself with you, Geralt.
I sense the mockery in your voice, my lady. But may omens do not lie.
Nice to meet you both.
A toast. To honor King Bran's memory.
A worthy gesture, Udalryk, but I need to keep my head clear today. Got an important conversation later. Strange man.
I hear he's very sick, carrying himself unusually well tonight.
Remember me, Jarl?
I remember, Geralt, I remember. Forgive me, the gods speak.
Heimdall watches over Clan Tuirseach, the blood of kings.
Tell me, Lugos, why are you sending your vermin to my isle?
That squealing swine sounds uncannily like Donar. Too bad I don't talk to swine.
Not talking to you, shit brains. I'm warning you.
Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. Geralt, Jarl Donar and Hindar, and Jarl Madman Lugos.
Calling Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen. He's a common goat fucker.
Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole.
Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt.
Settle this outside.
Who the fuck are you to advise me, eh?
Someone with better manners. You insult Bran's memory and Crach's hospitality with this. Emperor would be very pleased to hear you quarrel.
His Imperial Majesty is more than welcome to visit.
Let him sail over here. We ain't afraid of the Black Ones.
Raiding coastal villages is one thing. Total war with the Empire is another.
Awfully mouty, this one. Go stir your cauldron and pierce some boils, witch. Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
Know what, Lugos? Just realized I don't give a damn about your hallowed rules of hospitality.
Finally, some diversion. And here I was ready to puke from all the boredom. Come on, freak. Show us what you're made of.
Move the benches. There's to be some gob slapping.
What? Lost your nerve? Had enough?
You got me good. That were quite a wallop. Still seeing spots, room rocking like a leaky tub in a hurricane.
We'll call it even then, soon as you apologize to the lady.
Don't hold it against me, milady. It's my deep conviction sorceresses are needed. Deeply so.
No offense taken. Forget about it.
That I like. And the knocking. It's what men do. Give me your paw, Witcher. Let me squeeze. It's a worthy one. Witcher, have a drink with me. Proof there's no hard feelings. And visit me at times, I insist. Yoren's been jabbering about bringing in a Witcher for that haunted lighthouse. Do me a favour. Meet him for an ale in the tavern near Arnbjorn. Then you put a short jaunt to find me, so as we can knock back something stronger. Here's to our next.
No hard feelings, but we'll have to drink another time.
Yes. We've important discussions ahead.
You land rats are all the same. Fear to you wenches. Well, what is it?
Two clans on one island. Tough to be neighbors so near each other.
A neighbour is one who lives nearby, not one who stole half your home. The Oncrete seized our lands.
In the days of Harold the Cripple. That was 3 centuries ago.
Doesn't change the fact they had no right. I'll rid Art Skellig of Crack and his brood yet.
Just out of curiosity, why do they call you Madman?
Yeah! That's one.
Farewell, Lugos.
He was breaking black magnificent yesterday, and suddenly this truth.
Greetings, Geralt.
With Bran gone, by my count, that makes you the eldest of the Jarls.
Aye, it does. But I trust it'll not be for long.
Not like any of the others stand out, age you.
Nay, but I'll gladly pass the honor to the next in line. I've lived my fill, steeped my hand in the blood of foes, felt the warmth of the southern sun and the bite of the northern winds, the touch of women of the east and west. Now, I wish to die a death worthy of song.
What's new on Hindarsfjall?
New? Lofferton lies in ruins. The garden has been devastated. And now we must deal with an Ulfheden. In short, everything's grand.
Farewell.
Aim to return one day.
Pass me the pipe.
Feast the Cerys, legendary. Courage, strength, slay Mortfall.
Got a minute? Sad when someone like Bran dies. Everyone says he was a good king.
It's not fitting to speak elsewise about the dead.
Mean you don't agree?
Bran spent his life at sea. And while he was away, old feuds flared, devouring the Isles from the inside. Folk grew furious, claiming there was no one to mediate, resolve quarrels. But then Bran would return with loot, for a feast, let the mead flow in rivers, and everyone loved him again.
Farewell.
He listened.
We'll chat another time. You're pale. Drink last night too?
On a cold, distant shore.
Get to your own pub.
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermion's laboratory.
Didn't know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
Take it Ermion won't be there.
That's right.
And what's the purpose of this visit?
We're looking for an object. The Mask of Uroboros. We'll need it. Come, Geralt.
Now you'll tell me why you need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct. Footsteps. Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw. Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop, whereas peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales croon.
That was close. This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermion's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come. There's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic. Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover. Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
100 loose an arrow if you saw that in the woods. Looks alive. A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it.
Ah,
you all right?
Cut myself. The door's locked.
The animals. They're alive. Yen, watch out.
Monster. Feeling coming.
That's one less.
Show me what you got.
Strange. Smells of mushrooms in here.
No. To my mind, it's the scent of sweet grass drying in the sun.
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Mind if we, never mention this again?
Naturally. Doors open. We'll proceed as soon as you've collected trophies of your kills. Let's go inside, Geralt. Yeah, I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions. Ah, our dear Druid's laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Uroboros must be here.
Letter bearing Ermion's seal to the Druids.
Wondrous
Warns them
world
about
of
you.
insectoids. Ritual plants. Ah, what do you know? Raymond Marlove. A biography enhanced.
Seems Ermion has real tobacco brought in. Skelliger's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men.
Dwarven triple mead. Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi. Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist. A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
A sword in a stone. Things begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
A child's skull. Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Ermion's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
Look at this. A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand. How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Ermion enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I've a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here. This is it. We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before... Hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
Yes? The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight. Damn. I tore a hole in my dress. Wait a minute. I must mend it.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle. Wait.
For what?
We must talk to Krak.
Why? Think he misses us? Because I missed you. Oh no.
I missed you too.
Krak and Craite asked about you.
We went out for a breath of fresh air.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you. And we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forward. My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe! Behold his will! May the best man or woman win! What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to speak her of. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now. How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood? I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Cerys, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Need your help. Ciri probably came here to Skellige.
And very likely caused the cataclysm along the coast. The site upon which the Druids focus so intensely now.
A site Ermion refuses to let us explore.
Specifically, he won't let me explore it. We fought. We're not friendly now.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ard Skellig's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Arnvald! Tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Udalryk. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Cerys announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalryk is not mad, but cursed.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Udalryk?
Aye. Dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ard Skellig.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Udalryk before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Udalryk, then travel on foot to Oska, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Take it Cerys wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Cerys has decided she must match Hjalmar and sought out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalryk further than I can spit. Cerys won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugos would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
If either Hjalmar or Cerys need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Ardskellig. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krach. I will see you later.